Hello there guys, welcome to another vlog. Now this is a different video from my regular standard reviews. This is a road trip, but this is a special road trip because I have the all new Hyundai Venue 1 liter petrol IMT variant. So how interesting and how cool is this car and how cool is the technology? We're going to talk about that on this road trip. I'm going to get my wife and my daughter back home. They are at their place in Warangal, in Mulug, which is few minutes away from Warangal. So this is going to be one amazing road trip. It's around 5:50 now. So starting out around 6 a.m. and this is my new video editing PC build. I'll talk about it later. But now let's hit the road. I'm really interested, and we're going to pick a friend on the way. So let's hit the road. So guys, this is the Hyundai Venue, the IMT variant coupled with the turbo petrol, 120 PS of max power, 172 Newton meters of max torque. Let's get in here. A lot of mosquitoes. I love the cabin feel. The seats are amazing. First, let's do away with this. Let's have the air purifier, which is a must-have during this COVID time. So now the best part, there's no clutch, so that's one thing you need to note. I'll talk a little more about the IMT tech as we hit the road. So now let's down the windows. Too many mosquitoes in here. Slot it into reverse. You can see we have the view here. Let's go turn around. The cabin feel is super premium. That's something I absolutely love, and that is something Hyundai is known for, to offer that upmarket feel and offering more than what the particular segment demands. And the compact dimensions of the Venue is what make it an absolute breeze to drive here in the city conditions. You see very narrow lanes here, so let's just turn around here. We can make it through this lane as well. There's too many mosquitoes. Suspension is really good, and the best part, as I told you, no need to fiddle around with the clutch. I call this the quick shifter for cars. That's a good name, I feel, because you don't have to take your foot off the gas pedal while shifting. You can shift up even while resting on the gas pedal, and you can shift up, and maybe you can shift down as well, but the rev matching is done by the onboard computer. Now what's the difference between the AMT and the IMT? Well, in case of the AMT, the entire gear change is done by the onboard computer based on the speed you maintain and based on your driving style. But here the gear changes have to be done by you. It's only the clutch operation that's done by the onboard computer. So that's a major difference between the IMT and AMT. Another good thing about IMT is that you are completely in control of the car. You're not having to wait on the computer to make that shift or make that gear change, and sometimes it's way too slow, sometimes it's not too precise, you are stuck in the middle of a slope and you want to climb up, and the gear change doesn't happen on time and you're stuck going nowhere. But that's not the case. You can shift down or shift up as per your wish and will whenever you want, and the clutch operation is taken care by the onboard computer. That's what makes this an absolute delight. And this comes mated to the 1-liter turbo petrol, so believe me, there's no latency. The pickup and the torque in every gear is absolutely phenomenal. See, second gear, step on the gas, full throttle without even removing the foot off the gas pedal. I'm just shifting up, and it is just flying, literally flying. So this is the joy of kind of having a quick shifter in a car. And you have to be mindful as you cut down speed to make those gear shifts precisely, such that you're not hoping for the onboard computer to make the gear change as if it's a automated manual transmission. Another good thing is the IMT costs very less over a manual gearbox. So because the components involved are very less, like you just need the onboard computer to manage the clutch. You don't have to have extra hardware to manage the gear changes. So that keeps the cost low as well. So that's really interesting, and so that's the best part about this. I love the horn on this car. I love the steering wheel and the steering feel. It really feels well and truly ahead of this segment, ahead of this class. And the kind of feel you get, you feel that you're in a proper SUV. But I love the steering wheel. It's so cool and so premium. One of the best, you can say, in the segment. Well and truly ahead of the likes of the Brezza and other cars in the segment. It's truly phenomenal and truly premium. So I'm falling in love with this IMT transmission, because all you need to do is step on the gas, shift up, and it does the clutch operation for you. It's like the quick shifter for cars. And, yes, even if you are a little bit late in shifting down or shifting up, if you find yourself in the wrong gear, in the wrong speed, it kind of warns you. Say for instance, I am in the 4th gear and I'm slowing down way too slow. You see the beep? So immediately you have to shift down, because that beep kind of warns you, or the buzzer kind of warns you that you're in the wrong gear. You're in like a higher gear while doing lower speeds. So everything is so well intelligently managed that it is a proper all-round package in every which way you can think of. And that's the beauty of Hyundai. I mean, they always think ahead of the time, ahead of their class, and that's been a hallmark trait for Hyundai, and that shows. I mean, this is a revolutionary technology, first of its kind here in our Indian market. Of course, the Kia Sonet is bound to get this, but again, that's based on the same platform. They are just part of the same mother company. So getting this in the Hyundai venue, because the Hyundai branding enjoys a lot more, like a huge fan following. It's a trusted and proven brand here in our nation, here in India, and people, the kind of credibility it enjoys, the reliability it enjoys, everybody is well known. It's like a well established fact. So the venue, it was just a matter of time before it caught fire, because first time I reviewed, you can watch my detailed comprehensive review of the venue, where I give you all the features and specs and the overview of the car. And I always wanted to test the turbo petrol, but now I got it with the perfect combination of the IMT. And this is a long trip. We are going all the way to Warangal, and again 40 kilometers from there to Mulug, which is very well known for woodwork here in Telangana. So, and you have a lot of tourist attractions over there. You have something called Ramappa Temple, you have Laknavaram Lake. All this is close by. You have to go through Mulug, and that's my in-laws place. And I'm kind of missing my wife and daughter because they've been away from home for quite some time. I had sent them away because the COVID cases were really rampant here, increasing left, right and center, and there it was very well controlled in the Mulug district. Now it's a district, earlier it was a mandal. So now I'm starting to miss them, so I just want to go get them. Of course they are missing me as well. I just hope it's the same way around. And yes, I'm picking up a friend now. This guy had a really bad day yesterday. I don't know, he had some expectations and it didn't go the way he hoped it would. So that's the beauty of life. I mean, life surprises you, and sometimes it's for the good, sometimes it's for the bad, but you have to take it with a pinch of salt, because you have to believe that God has something better in store for you. So this guy was all down and out yesterday, so I thought, why don't I just pick him up on the way, and it'll serve as a rejuvenating experience for him. And he's a car enthusiast as well. We'll let him drive for a while and take his impression. He owns a Chevrolet Cruze and Renault Scala, so he knows his cars really well. So his name is Surya, so we'll pick him up, and he's very close to me like my own brother. So this kid had kind of a bad day yesterday and he was all down and out, so it's just to lift his spirits, and of course I will get some company as well. And look how beautifully it works. It's so seamless and so smooth when you're downshifting or upshifting. There's no stutter like that of a AMT. There's no uncertainty. You have that driving pleasure. You do have the driving pleasure that can be enjoyed thoroughly. I don't know, like I've seen a couple of reviews where they said no, it's not as great as people are claiming it to be, but believe me, it is really awesome. It is really awesome. You have to get a hang of it before you start enjoying it, but once you do, you literally kind of fall in love with it. So that's the best part about the IMT. I think this guy should be ready. I just hope he doesn't keep me waiting. There he is. Yeah. So Surya, this is Surya.
Hi. Already started.
Yeah, we did start vlogging, and I explained about the IMT and stuff, IMT and AMT differences. So how's the day today?
Yeah.
It's a new day.
So excited. So excited, in fact.
New day, new beginning.
Yeah.
Just get over what happened yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
So you wanna drive?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Okay. So what are the initial impressions, Surya?
First of all, it's butter smooth. I didn't expect this much refinement in this segment car actually.
Okay, no, you have to press
down,
this, and there you are in the reverse mode.
Yeah, it's first time experience clutchless manual shifting. One of the first of its kind. None of the brand has released such thing till now.
Truly revolutionary. It's like the quick shifter
for the motorcycle.
for the cars.
Yeah.
That's what I've been emphasizing. So Dino bhai, mask kahan hai? Well, mask yahan hai. So we have put on our masks. It's important to put it on when you're in a public gathering, but not when you're alone. Not all the time. Even when you're alone at home, it's not necessary. Only when you're in crowded places, it's necessary to keep yourself protected. And we have our seat belts on as well. So off we go, and let's hope we have one amazing road trip. Speed breaker. Slow down.
I guess automatically like searching for the clutch.
But how's the suspension? I love the suspension on this one.
Well, when you're crossing the speed breakers and all,
it's more like a higher segment proper SUV, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a proper SUV kind of a feel. You don't feel that you're driving a subcompact SUV or a sub 4 meter car, but it gives you that big car kind of a feel. That's the brilliant part about the suspension setup, and the brakes are brilliant as well. The turbo petrol, you have to.
That's what I'm so enthusiastic right now. It's coming into life after 2500 RPM. It's like boosting up.
This is 120 PS and 172 Newton meters. But the way the power is delivered, it's so cool, right?
Exactly.
It puts a smile on your face. This guy's smiling right from the moment he started driving this. I think it'll make your day
Exactly.
a lot more happier when compared to yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Instantly there was a smile on his face. He started driving. So let's go ahead and let's see what life has in store. Okay guys, so we are checking the music system now as to how effective the bass and other clarity, sound clarity is, sound depth is in the music system. So this was the sound test of the music system. Seems pretty good. I wouldn't say it's extraordinary, but pretty decent. The bass could be better. Maybe we can adjust the settings. Let's get in the sound settings. So we have Archimist sound mode, which is a standard feature for all Hyundai cars, and you have the different presets for club, lounge, live. I think the club sounds better. Wow! Immediately we can see the difference. Really good thump and bass.